Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I would think the Argentinian Ezequiel Levette.
Going for goal! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Can he score? That comes as a mighty relief. Lobs it in gently, going through. He shakes the shoots. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
That's such a great run he made there. He got away from two defenders as well. That's wonderful play.
CSKA Moscow are under a bit of media scrutiny right now regarding the fate of their manager. Can he put it away? Behind for a corner kick. Needs to get it forward quickly. Isak. Plays it out to the wing. Played in by Drex. Massive leap! Oh, not the best of headers. Forward it goes. Timely intervention. Savic plays it forward. That is as far as they're going to go. Gets it out. Savic. Now they could break here. Loose ball. Who's going to get that? Who's gone out of play? Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Antofagasta get it back again. And the counter is on. Now it's Draxler. He's had a goal! Goal! CSKA Moscow! The breakthrough strike!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Isak. Keeper's got good distance on that. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Aimed long and direct. CSKA Moscow have it back and they can go again. Goes for it! He's got away with one there.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Koke. Hits one! And again the keeper stands strong. Savic does well there, alert. Chiellini gets into the right position to intercept. Keeper goes long, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. So very well to intervene. We hit half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
CSKA Moscow haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
CSKA Moscow leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. We're underway again. CSKA Moscow carrying a 1-goal lead. Golovin. Fuchs. He's got away. Chiellini was not to be moved. Koke. Dashing forward at pace. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Tries to get it forward quickly. Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Kayate.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Chip through. Well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Floats one over.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Attempts to play it through. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, good interception. Isak. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? That had to be more accurate. Kolarov. Here it comes. He's left his man. Koke. He'll hammer it! In he goes again! No, that's That's not the ball he wanted. Koke! Forward it goes. Let us put a stop to that. Out to the left it goes, and it's Kolarov. It's an untidy challenge, free kick given. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back. And
towering header, and in it goes. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
CSKA Moscow are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
CSKA Moscow get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's got away. It's deflected over the goal line for a corner. Header! Hook plays it forward. Brings it forward. Going through. Rashford. Oh, it's opened up. Is it in? Rashford. And he's there to cut it out. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Good idea, just poorly executed. That's the throw. Savic. Definite foul there. Here's a change that was in the offing. Last one allowed.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Dembele tries to get it forward quickly. Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Golovin. Rogic plays it out to the flank. Played out to the right. Fisher. He's got away. Looking to shoot. And that is the last effort of the game. The manager heads down the tunnel, swathed in satisfaction. His team have carried out his instructions to the word, and they have got their win. Your reflections then, Jim?
CSKA Moscow simply made their superiority count. They found cruise control quite early and didn't need to go to turbo.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Oh, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. He's gone for it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Tries his luck! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
PK really improvised cleverly there. His quick thinking almost paid off in real style.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Fisher. So his contractual situation is sorted. An extension agreed. Moves for the cross. Lucas. Paris Saint-Germain have a game plan here, Jim. What do you think it might be?
Absorb and counter is their modus operandi, and when they break, they hit teams with everything they've got.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Lucas gets into the right position to intercept. Lucas belts one, and he's there to make a great save.
Rakitic really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Up for the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Messi, and Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
David Luiz. He's left his man. Messi looking to run onto it. Well read, he sorted that out. Okay. And it's Draxler. Draxler going through. Ronaldinho. Messi. Just brushed off the ball there.
Paris Saint-Germain really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
And it's Draxler. Draxler whipped it. Is it in? Draxler. Loose. Towering header. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Alex Telles. Well played, he saw that coming. Alexander-Arnold, well positioned to make that interception. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, good interception. Alex Telles. It's the through ball. Offside? Yes, it is.
It may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And a header! Another header, but again the same outcome.
CSKA Moscow are literally using their heads with some very good service, but it's time for someone to add authority.
Alexander-Arnold. Good steal, he just read it. Tinged one through here. He's got away. Messi. Hit into the middle, and he's cut it out. We hit half-time, so both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. The midway point of the game.
CSKA Moscow ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here. Paris Saint-Germain couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through. Paris Saint-Germain making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Ronaldinho! No, he's missed it.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
It's Ronaldinho. He's made sure that that won't get through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Ball is over the line. It's one! Now it's Messi. Oh, he's broken through. It's Salah! Lovely idea, just didn't get it right.
I actually fancied him to score there, but we should give the keeper credit for doing his bit.
Played back in. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Good idea, just poorly executed. back into the middle. Ronaldinho. Played into space out wide. And that's been levered clear. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. It's being played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Ronaldinho. Rakitic. No question, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And you would probably say it's too far out for a shot. CSKA Moscow, their final change. What a save! Terrific reactions! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Defoe. Massive leap! Good delivery, no joy.
Paris Saint-Germain can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
Rogic. It's Dembele. Alexander-Arnold. Mohamed Salah. Ronaldinho, and the shot! That is a great ball, but not a great finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
He's got through. Luis positions himself well and cuts it out.
Paris Saint-Germain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Fischer, great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
He's left his man. Shoots! He's had a shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Rakitic put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Played back in. He's made certain that won't get through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Aimed long and direct. Messi. CSKA Moscow to make one last surge forward. Rakitic. Ronaldinho goes looking, going through. Messi. And it's been taken straight back. Rakitic! Messi. Another chance! Victor Fischer. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. And it's Zapata. Draxler. It's a promising ball. He's got away.
Paris Saint-Germain look completely out of sorts when it comes to crucial moments, Peter. They've lost composure and that killer instinct. Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Forward it goes. Fischer. Ronaldinho plays it forward. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. What an adventurous run from a defender. Victor Fischer takes control of it and he's on the move. Done very well to intervene. Now it's Zapata. Ronaldinho looks to dink one in. That's it for the first period of extra time.
Yeah, it's still goalless, but will it be a refereeing decision, a mistake, or a moment of magic now that makes all the difference?
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It's been cagey for this long. Will the last 15 minutes be any different? He's left his man. Here comes another cross.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box, and that speaks of little ambition.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it would take something pretty special to beat the keeper from this far out. Steered forward. Mohamed Salah. Zapata has been found. It's the through ball. Going through. Just the goalkeeper. He's gone for it! Oh, yes! It's there! Save the best for last! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Paris Saint-Germain break the deadlock.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Now it's Zapata. Zapata, can he finish? Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Duvan Zapata surely had to be sharper in making the most of his one-on-one. It's not as if it's his first time either.
Draxler. Dembele. Now it's Defoe. Alex Telles proves too strong there.
CSKA Moscow need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
So that's it. It is all over. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat. Your reflections then, Jim?
CSKA Moscow simply forgot to turn up with an attack.
very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. Blue and burgundy wherever you look, hymns ringing loud and proud. This is what it is to be in the Camp Nou. If you're just joining us, we are already close for goal! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Oh, wonderful, just wonderful. What technical dreams are made of. It was unstoppable.
CSKA Moscow trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Rogic. Barcelona will play a certain way here, Jim. What is that way?
Well, this team is at their best, Peter, when on the counter-attack. They have the personnel to work it in devastating fashion.
Good clearance and very necessary. It's a loose ball. Out to the left it goes. Mohamed Salah is very much switched on to make that. Drexler looking to run onto it. In with a header! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. And it's Draxler.
Goldson.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Koke. Kolarov. Kolarov. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think
That's surely a foul, free kick. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, sweet feet. Has gone out. Aimed it. He's gone for it! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Messi really improvised cleverly there. His quick thinking almost paid off in real style.
And it's Salah. A really good feat. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Gorgeous control there. Salah plays it in.
Barcelona have been making some good inroads down the right. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Barcelona really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Well read, he sorted that out. Here comes the corner. Gets it back. Out of Play for a throw. In by Kolarov. Has a hit! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Boots it to safety. And the volley. Just off target.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
That is a poor kick by the keeper. Being intercepted. Draxler. Can he score? Good stop. That wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Massive leap! Danger averted for now. He'll try from distance.
Rogic quickly realised that he could have a pop. Not his best.
Messi. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Messi is demanding it out wide. Koke. Good idea, just poorly executed. Going through. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Attempts to play it through. Rogic, he's got away. And the finish! And oh! And he's got good distance, who's chasing? There's the whistle for half-time. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Shoots! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Koke certainly showed brilliant imagination there to take on such a high tower of skill.
And it's Koke. Last-ditch defending, but it's Koke! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Rogic has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Draxler. Ball's gone out of play. Mohamed Salah. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And it's been taken straight back. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Forward it goes. Dembele.
They've been doing a lot of this with a little bit of success. This is a trend that looks like it's here to stay for a while.
Barcelona have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety first approach. Puts in a cross. And that's been levered clear. Messi, he's made his mark on this game. Barcelona have it back and they can go again. And back to base. Keeper goes long. Golovin tries to get it forward quickly. It's come loose. Has a hit! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Battles to win it back. It's Dembele. Good ball.
But this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Messi. Ball's out on the left now. He's left his man. Oh, really good feet from him. Whipped in.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, good interception. Burke. Messi. Koke. Over to the left. And it's got through. So who's he picking out? Cut out in the nick of time.
CSKA Moscow are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Timely intervention.
This is good ball.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Dembele. Going for goal. That is wayward. And it's Messi. Going through. He's thrust his way through. Messi's the shot's on!
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Barcelona can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Well positioned to make that interception. Dashing forward at pace. He's got away. Lovely bit of skill. Can he deliver? Up for the header! And that is the last effort of the game. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away.
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. Blue and burgundy wherever you look, hymns ringing loud and proud. This is what it is to be in the Camp Nou. Just joining us, we are already underway. Well, looking at this lineup, Jim, I've got a few doubts as to who's going to be the key player, both for his creativity and his finishing, and I reckon you probably think the same.
Yeah, the player who's impossible to ignore here is obviously Kenny Dalglish.
A man with overwhelming aura, one of the greatest of all time.
Well, I can assure you, Peter, he's the best I ever played with, and his place amongst the true greats is totally assured.
Draxler. Barcelona will have a game plan here, Jim. What do you think it might be?
They do prefer an element of caution, Peter, and get behind the ball in numbers, but those numbers have licence to be carefree once a breakaway is sprung.
And he's made certain that won't get through. Roberto is making a foray down the right. And a header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Barcelona get it back again. Golovin takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Draxler has a pop! It's being played forward.
CSKA Moscow are certainly playing with him.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. This is promising. He's got it, and he's got time. Well read, he sorted that out. Now it's Messi. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Over to the left, Golovin. Oh, that's a waste. Corner. He's had a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Keeper goes long. Alaba gets it back. Oh, good interception. Golovin. Roberto positions himself well and cuts it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Draxler. Walker does well to read it and intercepts. And it's Koke. He's left his man. Sergio Ramos goes looking. Played in by Draxler. And he's cut it out. Dalglish. He's in. Messi. Chance. Out wide to the right. Shoots. That is a routine catch.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
He's being closely tested here. Chiellini gets into the right position to intercept. Aimed long and direct, cuts it out. Fisher going through. It's come loose. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Sergio Ramos does well there, alert. Oh, it's Dalglish. Dalglish, can he find a finish now? Great leap! And he's done it!
And grabbing that opening goal so close to half-time too affords them that extra little psychological edge. And once one of your main men that's doing the damage, it just grows the togetherness and it grows the spirit. Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Up to meet it! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. CSKA Moscow coming so close to levelling matters with the last action before the break. As it is, they trail by 1.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Golovin.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach and it may just freshen things up.
And it's Draxler. He's gone for it! And the ball's come out. Rogic plays it into the box. Gets good distance on it. Forward it goes. Rogic. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Defender's on the back foot. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? For a moment, you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's got... Gets up to head it! In it goes! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. They really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Messi! Aimed in towards the centre. Rogic. So we've reached the hour mark. Well, it's normally around now that the managers think about making changes. Gets into some space. He's left his man. Towering header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Barcelona can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. CSKA Moscow making 2 changes as we speak.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
He's not going to get that. Rogic. And it's Fisher. Needed a better pass there. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
doesn't take much sometimes, Peter. He has to adjust a little mistime run.
Pushes it out wide. Fisher, he's onside. Massive leap! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Defoe sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it. They've been doing a lot of this with a little bit of success. This is a trend that looks like it's here to stay for a while.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Kyle Walker. That's another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Barcelona seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Going through, goes for a sweeping cross.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
The shot's on! This could fall anywhere! Alaba gets it away. Fisher. Out once more. That intervention was very necessary.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? And it's got through. Messi gets it into the middle. He's gone for it! That comes as a mighty relief. Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. CSKA Moscow showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Corner then. And the volley. He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
He spotted the run and played him through. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So a brief breather, and then extra time. The hostilities have already resumed. Sprayed out wide. Defoe. Dembele gives chase. Goal kick. wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. So it's down to business here. CSKA Moscow are a team you've seen play, Jim. What can you tell us?
Well, this team is at their best, Peter, when on the counter-attack. They have the personnel to work it in devastating fashion.
And it's been taken straight back. Has a shot! Goal! CSKA Moscow! And CSKA Moscow are in front. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Good idea, just poorly executed. Hamšík plays it out to the wing. Aimed long and direct. Son Heung-min needed to come up with a better ball.
Son Heung-min clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Done very well to intervene. He's gone for it! It's a goal! And already they're looking to run away with it. Terrible error, duly punished. So that's two now without reply.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Back to the keeper. Keeper goes long. And back to base. Looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. De Gea gets it upfield. Now it's Aguero. Gets it back. Son Heung-min. Hamšík. Big chance! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
pass he's looking for. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, good interception. Golovin, out wide to the right. Looking to hit the front line. Well played, he saw that coming. Tried to play it through.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Dembele. Decent enough try.
Look, there are some very good headers of the ball in this team now, and they'll be demanding the right delivery to give them a chance to go at this.
Oh, that is a terrific save! Oh, he's come up against a brick wall there. Golovin! Saved. That's good keeping.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Son Heung-min is demanding it out wide. It's deflected behind for a corner. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
He's had a shot! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level. It's something that's kind of hit me in recent times, the pressing like this, keeping constant pressure on the opposition. I like to see it too.
Mertens hits that long. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. It's Hamsik. Parejo. Here it comes. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Now a chance to break. Keeper's got good distance on that. We've reached half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
CSKA Moscow just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
CSKA Moscow ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Parejo goes long. Now it's Dembele. Well positioned to make that interception. Oh, terrible mistake. Has a look and has a go. And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Aguero could try cutting inside here. Forward it goes. Chance to break. And he's being judged offside. Robertson. Jemison. Robertson. Xhaka. Dembele goes looking. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Up for the header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Chiellini was not to be moved. And it's Hamsik looking to... He's gone for it! It's there! back within one. They have them in their sights again.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
We have got ourselves a game here. Well, I think has a swing at it. CSK Moscow get it back again. To the keeper and go again. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hamsik. Granit Xhaka. CSK Moscow very keen on the aerial route.
Look, if you're good at it and instructed to carry on doing it, then you find a way of making it work, and they are.
That's it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
David Luiz. Aimed long and direct. And he's made certain that won't get through. He's made sure that that won't get through. He's pinged one through here.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
It's Bill Hamilton! This is Aguero. Has a pop! And the ball's come out. He can pounce on that. Oh, he's really drilled it.
The keeper felt he had that covered. Some of the crowd were less convinced. It was really well drilled.
CSK Moscow have decided now is the time to make their final change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Kolarov. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's Aguero. Draxler, he's got away. That look hits one. It's broken loose. And the shot. Really well taken goal. And surely that does it. Perfect time. Decisive strike. You've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. The shot's on! Jemison goes looking. Aguero Tries running with the ball at his feet. Granit Xhaka. There's a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Koke. And it's got through. And he's cut it out. The final whistle. CSKA Moscow emerged victorious here, and it's no more than they deserve. They were simply the better team. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
CSKA Moscow gave themselves a dream start in this by scoring with their first attempt. You know, it served as a huge